49ers fans, how we feeling? How we doing? It's been a little while, right? It's been maybe a week or two. Hey, those faithful to the Bay, we still doing all right? What a good win. I know some people were like, the Niners let the Titans get 24 points or whatever. Good win by the Niners yesterday, keeping the momentum going. But hey, let's talk right now. Let's just talk a little overview of the season so far, okay? Just these are sort of my some like tidbits, some C-train tidbits. It's not necessarily an omelet. I'm gonna let you know the whole thing, but these are just what snippets and what has caught my eye this season for the San Francisco 49ers. I have to say, is it called eating crow when you were like incorrect? If that's the case, I was somewhat incorrect on San Francisco 49ers head coach Kye Shanahan. But let me just overview this. Honestly, this season, the Niners have been one of the best coached teams in the NFL. I don't even think it's close. I think in all facets, right, of the game. Is Brent Boyer, is that his name? Brent Boyer, Robert Saleh, friggin' Kye Shanahan, masterclass coaching job this season by all of the above, right? The re-addition of Robert Saleh has absolutely, in my opinion, it actually unleashes Kye Shanahan. When Shanahan just simply doesn't have to worry about the defense, doesn't have to get his ducks in a row, just literally when that is not of a concern, and Shanahan solely gets to sort of focus maybe more on that offensive side of the ball when he's not all worried about a defensive coordinator not knowing their stuff, right? Shanahan is so freaking deadly. If you just take everything away from Coach Kye Shanahan and just let that man focus on like offensive concepts, he can lead a team. He can lead a team to victory and to a Super Bowl. I know, I just said that. And that's saying a lot, right? Because I've been incredibly critical of Kye Shanahan in the past. But let's just keep on going. The Warriors. I looked at that in the back end. I was just talking about that. The Niners, absolutely, in every way, shape, or form, must bring back Robert Saleh, the defensive coordinator. Now, I think that, isn't Spagnuolo? That is, I hope that the Niners take a sort of a note from the Kansas City Chiefs. I think that they had that Spagnuolo, like their defensive coordinator, for a long time, and he's a really good coach. The San Francisco 49ers need to absolutely lock in Robert Saleh to one of the more lucrative coaching deals in the league at all. So I think that the Niners should pay Robert Saleh a starting head coach's salary. I don't think that there's any question. I think that Robert Saleh was the best addition that the Niners have had, maybe in the last few seasons. He is that good. He's really turned around this defense. He gives them the identity. He puts heart inside those players, man. I'm telling you. He gets the most out of those players. Shanahan's different with Saleh. Shanahan at the helm is different when he has Saleh. They got to keep that continuity. If the Niners can get to a Super Bowl in the next few seasons, regardless of window, if they have those three coaches. Remember, I said that. Credit to the Niners' much-maligned offensive and defensive lines. Honestly, they have more or less held up. I mean, are the Niners 10-4? Yes. Is 10-4 a pretty good record? Yes. The Niners, I've maligned their offensive and defensive lines a lot. It's my greatest critique. But let me just say this. Trent Williams had one of his best games ever, I believe, yesterday. Colton McKivitz is getting the job done. Pooney is honestly had an off second half of the year last year, and he's really done a pretty good job. Spencer Burford even. It's like the Niners overall are maintaining on the offensive and defensive lines, and you just have to give credit where credit's due. Those are, I still believe, the weakest links of the team. However, Clelin Ferrell has come in on the Niners defensive line and has 4 sacks on the season. It's like, we need to give credit where credit's due. And you don't have a winning record as good as the Niners without the lines holding. And the lines haven't prospered but they have most definitely survived. Credit to players like Jordan Elliott, Clelin Ferrell, Keon White even, right? CJ West, Alfred Collins, Colton McKivitz on offense. Burford, I love where the mentality is at. There's still hard hat defensive and offensive linemen. I dig that on this squad. However, I must say that literally I think that the only thing that holds back the Niners from a Super Bowl competing team is a pass rush. If the Niners is a consistent pass rush, right? I think that if the Niners had only spent a future 6th or 7th on Arden Key, all that's done. And you at least have some good rotational pieces who can honestly equate to, who can sort of add up to a good sum. Those pieces I'm talking about, Yetur Gross-Matos, right? Pass rush specialist. We got Bryce Huff. So if you add an Arden Key in there, you're going to have a more steady rotation of true specialists really able to get to the passer, regardless of situation. The Niners really disappointed on that one, but that's okay. That's on them. Really like what they've been doing. CMC, Christian McCaffrey, I believe, has been brilliant. And you're like, what? 3.6 yards a carry is brilliant? It's like Christian McCaffrey, from the beginning of the season, from the start, he has been able to help this offense consistently move. Now, is that also on the quarterback? Yes, mainly on the quarterback, right? But no. Christian McCaffrey has just been that steadying influence. He's not getting that many yards per carry, but he is like, his ability on checkdowns, Christian McCaffrey's pass receiving ability out of the backfield makes him this unique weapon, which has just prospered this season. So it's like I don't really know what his numbers outside of the 3.6 rushing yards per rush look like, but it doesn't matter. The Niners are consistently moving the ball and consistently scoring. That has a whole heck of a lot to do with Christian McCaffrey, who's just simply done a lot all by himself out of the backfield. Well done. Thing of beauty. Players like D. Winters and Jair Brown, credit to them because they're playing through their struggles. The Niners refuse to go down and out, and the resilient play of players like Jair Brown, you got Renardo Green, right? And D. Winters and company is the reason that the Niners are even competing and in this, have a shot at the playoffs, a shot at the postseason in the first place. Has Jair Brown been great? No. But has he consistently given effort and had some really redemptive plays? Yeah, 2 interception game a few games ago. Yes. I love that. The younger players are definitely going to struggle. This is growing pains, right? But for players like D. Winters, does he lead the league? Lead the team in tackles? Renardo Green, just scrappy younger players. Even Malik Mustafa coming back. Tatum Bethune. These are all players who aren't the best and have played through their struggles, and you have to give them so much credit for that. Credit where credit is due. Well done. Bottom line, this is a squad that the 49ers faithful should be able to get behind. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. You should be able to get behind these guys. I don't see them making an extended playoff run. Anything's possible, though, especially with a team with a solid quarterback and a great coaching staff. If you temper your expectations, the rest of this season should be a really, really good ride for 49ers faithful. Real quick on Brandon Ayuk. We got to say this. So it's like he has essentially quit the team, and I get that there are a lot of Ayuk lovers amongst the 49ers faithful. I'm not one of them, and this is why. Brandon Ayuk has gone out of his way consistently to trash the 49ers fan base. He despises the 49ers fan base. I'm part of the 49ers fan base, so I'm not going to go and kiss up to him. Credit's given where credit's due, right? It earned. Brandon Ayuk has earned less than nothing, and I couldn't care less where he goes after this. But this is what I can say. I guarantee you that on his way out, He'll continue to talk smack with hatred and fervent vitriol towards a 49ers fan base that adored and loved him. I have literally never seen a player who was adored and loved and adorned with just with fans, with comments. Everybody loved Ayuk. He blocked, right? He hates the Niners. He hates the Niners faithful. He has an abhorrence to hate with a passion for the Bay Area and everything, it seems like, in it. And he shows it on his social media. He's shown it for like the last 6 months. So good riddance. I don't care about Ayuk. Why? Not because I'm a bad person, because he openly hates us. He doesn't want me to feel good about him. He hates me. He hates the fan base. I'm not gonna wish well on him. Do whatever you do, Brandon Ayuk. But yeah, stay classy out there. And of course, hey, for your San Francisco 49ers content, like, follow, subscribe. Hey, comment, say what's up down low. And I'll see you next time at C Train Station. Have a good one. Take care.